What petty wedding dispute revealed the bride was already married? My cousin Felicity accused me of deliberately sabotaging her wedding photos by breathing too loudly during the ceremony rehearsals, and her whole family believed her. Felicity and I used to be close when we were kids. We'd spend summers at our grandmother's lake house, promising to be each other's maids of honor someday. But she changed completely after getting engaged to Nolan, treating everyone like servants for her perfect day. The breathing thing started at our first rehearsal. We were practicing the processional when Felicity stopped everything, claiming she could hear someone panting like a dog on the video recording. She pointed directly at me, even though I was breathing normally. I tried to breathe quieter. I practiced breathing exercises at home, watched YouTube videos about silent breathing techniques. During the second rehearsal, I barely breathed at all, but Felicity still complained, saying my heavy breathing would ruin the ceremony recording. Her mother pulled me aside. Could you maybe see a doctor about your breathing issues? We don't want anything to distract from her special day. I was mortified. I actually went to my doctor and got a full respiratory workup just to prove I was healthy. When I showed Felicity the results, she said it was about being considerate, not medical conditions. By the third rehearsal, she'd hired a professional wedding breathing coach who charged $200 an hour to teach us to breathe cinematically. We had to practice inhaling for 4 counts, holding for 4, exhaling for 4, all while walking. Anyone who messed up had to start over. The coach suggested I consider breathing exercises in the bathroom during the processional, so I wouldn't be on camera. When I protested that I was the maid of honor, she said Felicity had already discussed alternative arrangements. 2 nights before the wedding, Felicity called an emergency meeting. She played audio recordings she'd secretly made, with circles drawn around sound waves where my breathing was supposedly louder than everyone else's. Her sister had made a PowerPoint analyzing the decibel levels. "We found a solution," Felicity announced, pulling out what looked like a muzzle but claimed was a breath diffuser. She wanted me to wear it under a decorative veil to muffle my breathing sounds. Her mother nodded. "It's actually quite elegant with a veil." Her sister added, "You'll stand behind the column, so the angle will minimize any breathing sounds." I stared at them. "You want me to wear a muzzle at your wedding because you think I breathe too loud?" "It's not a muzzle," Felicity shrieked. "Why do you always make everything about you? This is my day." That's when I lost it. "You want to talk about problems? How about the problem that you're already married?" The room went silent. "Remember that Vegas trip last year? You called me at 3 a.m. crying, saying you'd done something stupid." I pulled out my phone showing them screenshots. Marriage certificate from Clark County, Nevada. Felicity Reeves married to Dominic Torres, dated 14 months ago. "You begged me to help you get it annulled. I found you 3 lawyers, but you said you'd handle it yourself because Dominic had disappeared, and you didn't want Nolan to find out." Her mother grabbed my phone with shaking hands. "This can't be real." "It's real, and here's the best part." I swiped to the next screen. "That's Dominic's Instagram from last week. Can't wait to see my beautiful wife this weekend." He tagged the location, the hotel 2 blocks from here. Felicity's sister started hyperventilating. "He's here? I saw him at the rehearsal dinner last night at the bar." "You saw him too, didn't you, Felicity? That's why you suddenly felt sick and left early." Felicity broke down sobbing. "He's blackmailing me. He wants $50,000 or he'll object during the ceremony. I thought if I just ignored him." "You thought you'd commit bigamy while making me wear a muzzle because my breathing might ruin your illegal wedding video?" The wedding coordinator ran out to find the officiant. Felicity's mother was frantically calling their lawyer. They had to announce a postponement due to an unexpected legal matter. But Dominic showed up anyway, served Felicity with divorce papers right in front of the church, loudly announcing to arriving guests that he was the legal husband. Nolan's parents, both lawyers, immediately threatened criminal charges for attempted bigamy and fraud. The wedding was canceled, deposits were lost, and Felicity had to pay Dominic $30,000 just to sign the divorce papers. Last I heard, Nolan moved to Seattle and got engaged to someone else 6 months later. Felicity still posts about how her toxic family ruined her happiness. And that breath diffuser she bought? Her mother tried to return it, but apparently the store doesn't accept returns on personal breathing devices, which seems fitting, considering how much hot air that whole family was full of.